Let me hit you with something real right out of the gate. No one's coming to save you. Not your partner, not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not some magical shift in the universe. This isn't a fairy tale. It's your life, and if you want to change it, you have to be the one to do it. Now I know that sounds hard. It sounds lonely. It sounds like too much, but let me reframe it for you. It's not depressing, it's liberating. Because the moment you realize you're not waiting on anybody else, you start moving. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. Stop waiting for motivation to magically appear. Stop waiting for the rescue boat and start swimming. You want to know what motivation is? It's a lie we tell ourselves to delay action. Motivation is fleeting. You don't need it. What you need is discipline. What you need is self-respect. What you need is to decide. There comes a moment in your life when you look in the mirror and say, I'm not okay with this anymore. And that moment, that decision, that's the moment you stop blaming and start building. That's the moment you stop scrolling and start acting. You can't outsource your growth. You can't delegate your goals. You are responsible for your own damn life. You know what no one tells you. Most people aren't lazy. Most people aren't unmotivated. Most people are just afraid. Afraid to fail, afraid to look stupid, afraid to change, afraid of what people will say. But let me tell you something. Inaction hurts worse than failure ever will. At least failure teaches you. Inaction just rots you from the inside. If you're struggling right now, hear me loud and clear. You are not broken. You're just disconnected from your power, and it's time to plug back in. How? You take one small step. Not a perfect one. Not a giant leap. Just one uncomfortable, bold, messy step forward. That's how you get your power back. You don't need a new plan. You need a new standard. The standard where you show up even when it's hard. The standard where you don't bail on yourself again. The standard where you stop making excuses and start making decisions. The world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs real people. People who are done waiting. People who are tired of their own stories. People who are ready to do the hard thing, the scary thing, the necessary thing. And yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, it's gonna stretch you. But guess what? You're capable of hard things. You've survived every single bad day of your life so far. That's not luck. That's proof of your strength. Now use it. Listen to me. You don't need more time. You need more action. You don't need more advice. You need more courage. The life you want is on the other side of all the things you're avoiding. So stop outsourcing your worth. Stop assigning your future to someone else's approval. Stop handing your dreams to people who wouldn't even fight for their own. No one's coming to save you, because you are the one you've been waiting for. You've got 24 hours today, 440 minutes. How many of them are you wasting waiting for something to change without you changing? Start now, start scared, start messy, but start. This moment is yours. You don't need to be confident. You don't need to be ready. You just need to be brave enough to move, and once you do, the world will move with you. You are not waiting on motivation, you're waiting on courage. And the truth is, courage feels like fear. It doesn't feel like a surge of confidence or an overwhelming wave of energy. Courage feels like your heart racing, your palms sweating, and your mind telling you, this could go wrong. But you still move anyway. That's what separates people who create change from those who stay stuck. ***, they act even when they're scared. ***, we've been conditioned to believe that we need to feel ready to act. That one day we'll wake up, the fog will clear, and the universe will whisper, now is the time. That's a lie. Motivation is not coming to pick you up. It's not a knock on the door. It's not a lightning bolt. It's a myth. Waiting for it is the fastest way to waste years of your life. What you need isn't motivation. It's permission. Permission to act before you're ready. Permission to be scared and still do it anyway. Look, your brain is designed to keep you safe. Its job is to protect you from risk, from discomfort, from pain. So of course, it's going to talk you out of things that are uncertain or hard. Of course it's going to scream, don't speak up, don't try that, don't move yet. But your job is to interrupt that default setting. Your job is to override your own hesitation. Every single dream you have, every goal, every transformation, it's all sitting on the other side of action. Not planning, not thinking, not waiting, asterisk, asterisk, action. Asterisk, asterisk, but you won't act unless you learn to move through fear, not avoid it. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to move despite it. The people you look up to, the ones who are doing the things you wish you could do, they're not special. They're not superhuman. They just stopped waiting to feel confident. They started making decisions in fear. They built the muscle of bravery not by avoiding failure, but by walking into it and learning they could survive. You can do the same. You've probably had that moment where an idea hits you, a business you want to start, a conversation you need to have, a change you know you're meant to make. And for a second, you asterisk feel asterisk it, that pull, that spark, and then, almost instantly, your brain talks you out of it. What if it doesn't work? What if people judge me? What if I fail? That voice is always there. But here's the trick. You don't owe it your attention. You can hear the fear and still move. You can say, I get that you're scared, but I'm doing this anyway. That's courage. Most people spend their whole lives negotiating with fear instead of asterisk ignoring asterisk it. They wait for it to disappear before they move. They think confidence will come first, but that's not how it works. You act asterisk before asterisk you feel ready. And then the confidence comes asterisk after asterisk, you do the thing scared. That first video you post, you'll be shaking. That first workout, you'll feel like quitting. That first step in your business, you'll question everything, but you do it anyway. And with every small act of courage, your identity begins to shift. You stop seeing yourself as stuck, and you start seeing yourself as someone who moves, even in fear. Here's the truth most people don't want to admit. You are not confused. You are not lost. You know exactly what to do. You're just scared to do it. You're scared to fail. You're scared to change. You're scared to outgrow the people around you. But that fear isn't a sign to stop, it's a asterisk signal asterisk to go. It means you're close to something meaningful. Something that matters, something that can change you. So here's your wake-up call. Stop waiting to feel motivated. That's not your answer. Start building the muscle of courage. And how do you do that? One scary action at a time. One uncomfortable conversation. One bold decision. One moment where you say, this terrifies me, but I'm doing it anyway. Courage is a practice, not a personality trait. You don't need to be born with it. You build it. And the more you use it, the stronger it gets. So the next time you're stuck, stop asking yourself, why don't I feel motivated? Start asking, what's the asterisk, scary asterisk thing I'm avoiding right now? That's the thing you need to move toward. That's the thing that's going to shift your life. Because courage is not about being fearless. It's about choosing to move even when your knees are shaking, even when your voice is trembling, even when you have no guarantee it's going to work. You move anyway, and that movement, that's what will change everything. No one is going to rescue you, and that's your greatest power. You don't need saving. What you need is to stop outsourcing your life to other people's opinions, expectations, or approval. You are not broken, you are not helpless, you are capable, and the moment you stop waiting for someone to swoop in and fix everything, you finally start taking your power back. We live in a world that conditions us to believe someone else will show up with the answers that one day. Someone will see your potential and hand you the opportunity, but life doesn't work like that. Life rewards the ones who take initiative, the ones who stop complaining and start creating. You can either sit around blaming the past, pointing fingers, or drowning in what-ifs, or you can stand up and say, it's on me now. And guess what? That shift, that brutal, empowering shift is where freedom lives. Nobody owes you anything. Read that again. The world does not owe you success. Your parents don't owe you your dream life. Your friends don't owe you endless support. Your partner doesn't owe you constant encouragement. It's nice when people show up, but it's not their job to carry you. It's yours. When you realize that, it's no longer disappointing, it's electrifying. Because if no one is coming to save you, that also means no one is stopping you. The gates are open, The door is unlocked, but you have to walk through it. The harsh truth, most people waste years waiting for the perfect timing, waiting for someone to believe in them, waiting to be picked, chosen, validated. But here's the thing, asterisk, asterisk, you have to pick yourself, asterisk, asterisk. You have to raise your own hand and say, I'm ready. You have to stop waiting for permission and start making moves. You don't need a rescue team, you need a decision. A decision to stop playing small. A decision to stop giving away your power. A decision to stop lying to yourself about why you're not where you want to be. Because deep down you know that you've been procrastinating. You know you've been holding back. You know you've been hoping someone else would make it easier. But no one is coming. Not because people don't care, but because it's not their journey. It's yours, and the moment you fully own that truth is the moment your life begins to change. You might be in a tough spot right now. You might feel like you're at rock bottom, but you are not powerless there. In fact, rock bottom can be the strongest foundation you ever build on if you decide to. You can use that pain, that struggle, that quiet desperation as fuel. You can turn breakdowns into breakthroughs, but only if you stop waiting for a lifeline and start becoming your own rescue. Every success story you admire, every person who seems like they've made it. They didn't get there because someone saved them. They got there because they decided to act. They took responsibility. They failed, yes, but they got back up. They stayed accountable to their vision even when no one else clapped. That's what you need. Not a savior, not applause, not a guarantee. You need grit. You need resilience. You need the willingness to keep going even when no one is watching. The most dangerous lie you can believe is that your happiness, your success, your future is in someone else's hands. It's not, it never was. That belief will keep you small. It will keep you dependent. It will keep you hoping instead of doing. You don't need someone to hand you your dream. You need to start building it with your own two hands. And yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have moments where you want to quit, cry, or crawl back into the safety of blaming someone else. But push through that. Push through the voice that says you're not ready. Push through the fear that tells you you'll fail, because the only real failure is choosing to do nothing. You want to change your life. Start by taking responsibility for every inch of it. Not in a shameful way, in a powerful way. You're the CEO of your life. You're the captain of this ship. If the course is off, grab the wheel. Don't wait for someone else to fix it. You can read the books, listen to the podcasts, get the advice, but you have to implement it. You have to show up. You have to do the work. You don't need a rescue. You need a revelation. I can do this myself. And once that clicks, once you start believing in your ability to figure it out, you become unstoppable. Because the most powerful person in the room is not the loudest or the smartest, it's the one who owns their life. Fully, completely, fearlessly. So stop asking, when will someone help me? And start asking, how can I help myself today? That question, asked and answered daily, is how you rise. It's how you build a life that doesn't rely on being saved because it's been built by your own strength. You don't need saving. You need to start. You will never feel ready. And that's the catch. If you're waiting for confidence to show up first, you're already behind. The truth is, confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you build. You build it in the doing, not in the thinking. Confidence is the reward you get after the courage to act not before. So if you're sitting there, hesitating, guessing yourself, I want you to know this. You don't need confidence to take the first step. You just need to take it. Think about the most confident people you know. They didn't get that way because they were magically fearless. They became confident because they were willing to look awkward, to make mistakes, to fall on their face and get back up again. Confidence is the byproduct of resilience. It's born from action. You can't read your way to confidence. You can't wish your way into self-trust. You've got to move. There's this myth that if you don't feel ready, you're not ready. That's a lie. Every major leap in life, starting the business, making the career change, leaving the relationship, writing the book, taking the risk happens before you feel ready. The fear doesn't go away. The uncertainty doesn't vanish. You just decide that your future matters more than your comfort, that your growth is worth more than your excuses, that your regret is more terrifying than your fear. So let me ask you this. How many times have you talked yourself out of something because you didn't feel ready? How many times have you let doubt win? How many moments passed you by because you were waiting for some imaginary version of yourself, the confident one, to show up and take over? Stop waiting. You're already that person. You just haven't proven it to yourself yet. And the only way to do that is to act. It's like standing at the edge of a pool and trying to think yourself into feeling comfortable with jumping in. You'll never get there. You'll always have an excuse. The water's too cold. You're not in shape. People might watch. But the second you just jump everything changes. You feel it. You learn. You adapt. And suddenly you're in it. That's where the transformation happens, not at the edge thinking about it, but in the deep end doing it. Action is the antidote to fear. Action silences the voice in your head that says you're not good enough. Action is how you become the confident person you want to be. Every single time you push through that hesitation, every time you do the thing that scares you, you're casting a vote for the future version of yourself. And the more votes you cast, the stronger you become. Here's something else nobody tells you. Even confident people have doubt. Even the most successful people feel fear. The difference is, they don't let those feelings make their decisions for them. They feel the fear and they move anyway. They use the fear as fuel instead of a wall. You can do the same. You need to stop asking, what if I fail? And start asking, what if I don't try? Because the truth is, staying stuck will cost you far more than trying and falling short. Regret is heavier than failure. Regret lingers longer. Regret whispers to you at night, what if you had gone for it? Confidence is not a personality trait, it's a skill. And like any skill, you develop it by practice. Every time you speak up instead of staying silent, you practice. Every time you hit publish, walk into the room, ask the question, show up, you're stacking proof that you can trust yourself. That's how you build confidence, through evidence, not theory. So stop scrolling, stop watching other people live the life you want, and start creating it for yourself. Use the 5-second rule, count backwards, 5-4-3-2-1, and move Make the call, post the video, sign up for the class. Start the side hustle, whatever it is, just begin. Your brain will scream at you to stop to play safe, but you've got to override it. That discomfort you feel, that's the signal that you're growing. Don't wait to feel fearless. Just feel the fear and do it anyway Let me leave you with this. Confidence is not some destination you arrive at one day with trumpets and fanfare. It's built in the messy, awkward, unglamorous middle. It's in the shaky first steps, the nervous first tries, the tiny wins that add up over time. You earn it, you grow into it, and you can start right now, not next month, not when you have more time, not when you feel like it, now. Because this version of you, the one with fear and doubt and hesitation, is still capable of doing extraordinary things. You don't need to feel confident. You just need to be brave enough to begin. Discipline is not something you're born with, it's something you train like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets, and yet, most people sit around waiting for motivation to magically show up, as if it's some divine force that's going to knock on their door one morning and say, okay, now you're ready. No, that's not how it works. Motivation is unreliable, it's fleeting. It comes and goes based on your mood, the weather, what you ate, who texted you, or how much sleep you got last night. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't care how you feel. It just shows up. Asterisk, every successful person you admire, whether it's an athlete, an entrepreneur, a speaker, a leader, they didn't get there by being more motivated than you. They got there by being more disciplined. That's it. They didn't rely on feelings to do the hard work. They relied on a system, a habit, a commitment they made to themselves that asterisk, no matter what asterisk, they would show up. And here's the kicker. Discipline is actually more freeing than motivation. Why? Because motivation puts you at the mercy of your emotions, but discipline, it gives you control. When you train yourself to do the thing asterisk, whether you feel like it or not asterisk, you become unstoppable. You eliminate the debate in your mind. You kill the negotiation. You remove the option of quitting. You just do it. Let's talk real life examples. Waking up early, is it fun? No. Is it easy? Definitely not when that alarm goes off and your bed is warm. But if you've disciplined yourself to get up, you're not asking, do I feel like it? You're telling yourself, this is what I do. That's the difference. Discipline removes the emotional drama. Want to work out consistently? Then stop relying on motivation to drag you to the gym. That's a losing game. Build a routine that locks you in. Put your shoes by the door. Set your clothes out the night before. Automate the decision. The less thinking involved, the less friction. Motivation requires thinking. Discipline requires asterisk action. Asterisk, and let's get real, discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. You're going to have off days. You're going to feel tired, burned out, maybe even a little defeated. But discipline is what keeps you moving forward when everything else is telling you to stop. It's the habit of showing up over and over again because your future matters more than your comfort. There's this quote I love. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. That's the game. That's the line you have to cross daily. You want to sleep in, sure, but what you want asterisk most asterisk is to become stronger, sharper, more resilient. You want to skip the work today, sure, but what you want asterisk most asterisk is to build the business, right? The book, Create the Life You Dream Of. Discipline asks you, which do you want more? The beautiful part is that the more you choose long-term gain over short-term pleasure, the easier it becomes. You rewire your brain. You build trust with yourself. You become someone who asterisk does what they say they're going to do. Asterisk, that's powerful, because once you trust yourself, you stop seeking validation. You stop asking for permission. You become your own engine. Here's something practical. Use the 5-second rule. When your brain starts negotiating, maybe I'll do it later, maybe I need a break, count backward, 5-4-3-2-1, then asterisk move asterisk. That's how you interrupt the habit of hesitation. That's how you hack your brain and trigger action before the doubt kicks in. Another tip, tie your discipline to a bigger purpose. It's not just about going to the gym, it's about being strong enough to play with your kids. It's not just about waking up early. It's about having time to build your dreams before the world distracts you. Attach meaning to the actions. Give your discipline a reason to exist, and stop waiting for it to feel good. Stop needing it to be comfortable. It won't be, especially at the start. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline hurts sometimes, but do it anyway. Because every time you do something hard, you collect evidence that you are stronger than your excuses. You start believing in yourself, and when you believe in yourself, everything changes. The truth is, your goals don't care how you feel today. They're not waiting for you to be inspired. They're waiting for you to asterisk get to work asterisk, and guess what? Once you start working, motivation asterisk follows. Asterisk, that's the irony. You don't get motivated and then act. You act. And then motivation shows up. So next time you don't feel like doing the thing, remind yourself, that's irrelevant. You don't feel like brushing your teeth every day, but you do it. Why? Because it's a non-negotiable. Treat your goals the same way. Make them non-negotiable. You're not always going to be the most talented. You're not always going to be the smartest, but if you are the most disciplined, if you are the one who asterisk does not quit asterisk, you will win. Not because it was easy, but because you kept going when most people stopped. So stop chasing motivation. It's overrated. Chase discipline. Practice it like your future depends on it. Because it asterisk does. Asterisk taking responsibility for your own life is not just empowering, it is the only way forward, because the truth is, no one's coming to save you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your partner, not some magical guru or viral TikTok video. The cavalry isn't on its way, and the moment you fully embrace that is the moment your life begins to change. When we sit back and wait for someone else to fix it, for someone else to open the door, to hand us the opportunity to validate our worth, that's when we surrender our power. That's when we stay stuck. You want a new job, go get it. You want to get healthier, you know what to do. You want to be happier, start by changing how you talk to yourself. You are in the driver's seat whether you realize it or not. And if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. It's not enough to wish or hope or talk about your dreams. You have to back it up with action, and action comes from ownership. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to own where you are right now and take the first damn step. Most people never do that. Most people are stuck because they're waiting for circumstances to change, but the reality is your circumstances don't change until you do. Look around you. Every person who transformed their life, whether they got out of debt, lost weight, healed from trauma, or overdid it because they reached a breaking point, they stopped blaming the world, they stopped pointing fingers, they stopped waiting, and they decided, if it's going to change, I have to change. That kind of decision is scary. It requires honesty, radical responsibility. You've got to be willing to call yourself out. You've got to admit that maybe, just maybe, you've been playing small, making excuses, letting fear make your decisions, and that's okay. We all do it, but don't stay there. Don't make it your identity. You are not stuck. You are just waiting to reclaim your power. Do you want to know the fastest way to feel stronger, to feel more confident, more alive? Start doing the things you've been avoiding, have the hard conversation, show up to the workout, finish the project, create the content, ask for the help, build the thing. When you stop waiting and start doing, you build trust with yourself. You stop saying someday and start living today. There's this lie we've been sold, that if we're not where we want to be, it must be because someone else held us back. But the truth is, 90% of the time, it's us. It's our fear, our procrastination, our addiction to comfort. And calling that out doesn't make you weak. It makes you brave. Because now you can do something about it. Now you can take your power back, and don't think you have to make huge leaps. Progress is built on small wins stacked daily. One good decision, one honest conversation, one act of courage, 1 hour of focus. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's boring, even when it's hard. Even when no one is watching. That's how you earn your own respect. That's how you build a life you're proud of. When you stop waiting for someone to rescue you, you begin to realize how capable you truly are. You are far more resilient than you think. You've made it through things that would have crushed other people. You've survived heartbreak, disappointment, failure, grief, and you're still here. That means you're not broken. That means you're built for more. You have to start believing that your life is your responsibility. Not your trauma, not your pain, not your past, not the terrible thing that happened to you, but your healing your peace, your joy, your success. That's on you, and that's not a burden. It's a gift, because it means you don't have to wait on anyone else. You don't need permission. You are the permission. Take a moment and ask yourself, what am I waiting for? Who am I hoping will come fix this? And then lovingly, but firmly, tell yourself, they're not coming, but I am. I've got this. That voice, that's your power. That's the fire you've been looking for. It's already inside of you. You just forgot how to use it. So what do you do now? You start small. You make a promise to yourself today, and you keep it. Doesn't matter how tiny it is. It could be drinking a glass of water, going for a walk, writing for 10 minutes, turning your phone off and being present with your thoughts. What matters is that you show up, because showing up leads to momentum, and momentum leads to change. Let's get brutally honest here. Your life can look completely different 12 months from now if you stop waiting, if you stop blaming, if you stop making excuses and take full ownership. You could be healthier, wealthier, happier, more connected, more fulfilled, but only if you decide to take full responsibility. No one's coming to save you, but you can save you. You are the hero of your own story. You are the solution you've been waiting for, and every single day you get the chance to prove that to yourself. So stand up, show up, and go build the life you deserve.